hit start streaming, and then just what us vibe. I'm cool with that. Cause I was gonna kind of talk about the case event. Wow, music's super fucking loud in my earballs. One day I will get a second channel for background audio. One day, so
One day. I
one
believe
day.
in you.
I just don't want to do it because I'm lazy. So, um, have you been seeing the Doctor Doom stuff on the internet from the movies? Have you seen him yet?
No.
He looks really cool, but I am afraid it's just gonna get all messed up because it's Robert Downey Jr. being him, you know. So I'm very
I haven't kept up with like any MCU stuff
okay.
outside of I really like Thunderbolts. I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet or
Neither
anything,
have I.
so.
I have not because I have just realized like the last 6 months I don't like going to movies.
Dude, I love going to movies. I'm just like so MCU burnt out for the last
Yeah.
few years.
Oh yeah. Hey Jace, what's up, man? Do you have chat pulled up too?
I can. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean I do, but it's on the other screen.
Oh.
That's so much manga. Hold on, Zach. It goes to the ceiling.
Holy shit, man. That's wild. Like okay, so like before we get into some other things, 'cause I want to ask you about your manga collection because that's a
Yeah,
lot. Okay, so like the last movie I saw in the theaters was Superman, and I loved Superman.
yeah.
But I realized when I saw Superman, I just don't like the movie going experience. I don't know, it's just I like being at home and watching the movie. I know, granted, the giant big screen. I know Zach's gonna hate on me because I had not seen Fantastic Four yet, and he's gonna be like, "You need to go see it." But like,
Hmm.
I saw Thunderbolts like in my basement, and that's super awesome. And I loved the Thunderbolts, and I thought Thunderbolts was really, really good. Oh, look at that! Movie theaters are based. Yeah, they're okay. I mean, I don't know. I think like once in a while, but I just can't go to like every Marvel movie that's out. That's just he saw Weapons. Oh, Kim wants to see that. Chris trying to spike the ratings tonight. Come on, man. I had one half of the board state last week, and I
That
had
is
to,
true. I did watch that. Yeah.
and I had to have the other half. I had to have one of the goats of the community. Even though he does not play very much, he's still one of the goats in the community. So, and we appreciate him
Yeah,
for it.
I
So,
I was actually thinking about how the last time I did anything like turn my camera on content related that wasn't a meme was like November of last year.
holy
Or
shit!
2 years ago. November of 2 years ago.
No way. Are you serious? That's
Yeah, because I
wild.
did like the for fun videos for Sam's thing, and then
Yeah.
I played the like the show match or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of your questions. I'll get into that more when we do actually do the podcast part.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
um,
Okay. So like,
but yeah, no, I
yeah. Go
I
ahead.
love going to the theater though
Yeah.
because I like just getting like popcorn and like sit and like I
Yeah.
also theaters are crazy because you walk out. I always every time I see a movie, it's at like 5:30, and when I walk out, it's pitch black outside, and it's like I time traveled.
Okay, I get that. Yeah.
I go
Yeah.
into a dark room and I come out, and I'm at a different point in my life, you know.
Okay.
So
Everything sound good on your end, chat? Like, I just want to make sure because I know I had technical issues with Tam last week where he was a little quiet. So Andrew, I can hear Andrew
I
just
spent
fine. I just want to make sure everyone
I
else can.
spent 20 minutes fixing my microphone settings.
Oh,
So if my
holy shit.
microphone's bad,
Okay, everyone. No,
yeah.
everyone said so far. Crossfade says it's good. So yeah. All right, go. Hey, Peyton. Yeah, like I don't know. I think like it's more. It's like because I know like you said on the Discord blurb that it's about Universus content. It's more of like a catch up. How what's Andrew Holder doing now? It's like a Where Are They Now episode. Because I did this with Rob.
Yeah.
I did this with Rob. Like early take tens where I was doing a laptop and it was like on a second camera and it looked really bad and so like I don't know just wanted to come and hang out and I haven't seen like I had you were here for the case event and you hung out and we played some
Hmm.
Magic and stuff like that. So I just wanted to just catch up, and ask you some burning questions that I would like to know. But first though, man, explain the manga. Like that's a lot, dude. That's
Oh
a
yeah.
hell of a
I
lot.
It gets worse. I don't know if I can actually turn my if I turn my camera, it'll mess it up.
Okay,
I have bags full that I haven't sorted yet either.
no shit.
Like
Bags
this is just
full.
loose on my yes.
Okay.
So this is just loose on my desk.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
I just like so I have a comic book collection, but it's really
Yeah.
difficult to display comic books.
Correct. That is
Because
correct.
you're like, I don't want them to get like damaged by the
Mhm.
light. I don't
Mhm.
want anyone to pick them up and then rip them or
Mhm.
open them too aggressively. And my comic book collection is very expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I really like manga
Hmm.
and anime in general, and so I just decided that like it started when I work at a comic store,
Yeah.
right? And someone came in and had every single copy of Naruto available and was selling them to the store. And when I
Okay.
asked how much I could buy them for from the store, the guy who owns the store said you could have them for what I paid for them, which was $2 a piece.
Okay.
So it was 80 books for 160 bucks.
Oh, holy shit! And they're not. They're
Yeah,
not. They're not thin books either, right? They're pretty
they're
thick.
they're yeah. I mean, like the average one's gonna be
That's
about that.
that's still that's $2 for like a couple hundred
Yeah,
pages. That's not bad.
yeah. They're about I'd say like 180 to 200
Okay.
pages a piece kind of
Okay.
thing. And
Yeah.
so like I just really get a haircut. Shut the fuck up, Cam. Sorry, I won't curse when we
Nah,
do the
you
actual
nah.
podcast.
You could.
But
I don't care. You can swear the entire time.
yeah,
It's fine.
but
I don't
anyway,
care.
I just like I wanted a collection of stuff that like
Yeah.
I could show off, and then Taylor, my wife, she has a huge book collection. Like her whole
Okay.
office is like a books.
Yeah.
And whenever I started collecting manga, she got excited because I guess there's a certain amount of books that makes your house legally a library, and we
Okay.
have that amount of books in our house.
No shit. You're a
And it's
legal
like
library.
800, 900. Yeah,
That is
yeah. Like we
wild.
could become yeah, yeah. So she was really excited whenever I
Yeah.
got into it. And then now, the store I work at, if you guys are ever in Pensacola, Florida, it's TBS Comics. We don't try to be the best at anything. We try to do a little bit of everything. So we have
Yeah.
like comics and manga and Warhammer and board games and every card game under the sun.
Yeah.
And it's not the goal isn't to be the best at any one of those things, but it's to be able to provide that service, like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Um, and so that is yeah, that's kind of like why I started ordering a bunch of manga for the store, and then
Okay.
realized, wait a minute, every book I've ever wanted to own I could own. So
Yeah. That's wild. Like, okay, so I assume you've read them all.
yeah,
Do you?
I have read if it's not in the shelving unit, I haven't read it yet. So I
Okay.
have like 20 books to my left that I
Okay.
haven't read,
Okay. You have like a
but I
reading
usually
stack.
read.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually read like one every night.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. Like,
Yeah,
c-
because they're easy. They're comic books.
yeah, yeah. Like, as a former comic book collector, I can understand because I sold all my books about a year ago, but I kept my favorites. But like,
Mhm.
it's hard to display comics unless you get them graded. But then it's like the grading process is so tedious and so like stupid because like a book like you're like cool, I just want to display this book. But then it comes back like less than what you hope it would be. Then it's like, well, then I really don't want to display it at all. And then it's just like, man, it sucks, you know. So,
Yeah, it's like the other thing too was I
oh, did
have
someone ask you your favorite comic book? I am
no, they asked my favorite combination of
four
four numbers.
numbers.
It's Constantine trying to get me to say 1984. And so I tried with the
Nice.
comic books. The
Yeah.
issue is like when someone comes over for the first time and
Yeah.
you're like kind of showing them your stuff
Mhm.
because that's what we do as human beings. Look at all the stuff I have collected.
Correct.
Um, it's really stressful for me to pull out my comic books and be like, yeah, here's my X-Men 98, which is like $1,000. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Can I open it? No.
No, you
Can I take it out of this bag?
no,
Absolutely not.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even be looking
Hey,
at it. It's like,
yeah, like
oh,
I own every X-Men book except for 1 through 4
no
and
shit.
giant size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'm missing like the big expensive ones, but like
Yeah.
that is 5 through 12 are all several $100s a piece. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And like
Yeah.
so it's just like super stressful to
No.
show your comic books to people.
No, I understand. Like,
And also, it's not something I can let someone borrow. Like, if one of these manga go missing,
yeah.
I can probably find it again. There are some
Correct.
expensive manga. Like,
Yeah.
for those who've collected stuff, like Slam Dunk is a basketball manga that has some really incredibly expensive volumes because they've never been reprinted.
Oh. What's your
Um,
address and are you and Taylor taking any Whoa, whoa, dude.
yeah,
Wow. Good one, good
Uh,
one.
so
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like very stressful to
Okay.
like hand comic books to people. And like with
Yeah.
manga, I can be like, oh, you should read this manga.
Yeah.
Here, I have them all.
Yeah. Like
You know.
my buddy Ken, one of my oldest friends, he's also a comic book collector, but he's a comic book collector to where he manhandles his books because he reads them and he just reads them and reads them and
Mhm.
reads them. So he's like the opposite of like I read like my books. I read them once. Unless they were a collector's thing, like like Punisher's first appearance or something like that, something
Yeah,
high
yeah.
price or whatever. And whoa, it almost fell. And I would just, if I read them, I would read them and then put them away, and it was like very very hard, you know. Damn, that's rough. That's rough, man. Jesus, I know I'm not even a real
Damn,
fan.
I know someone who's looking for specifically 1 through 4. So like, if you want to hook him up,
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Like my holy grail of comics was Action Comics 252, which is Supergirl's first appearance,
mhm,
and I could never find the copy that I like the condition that I want because I know the price is going to be way more than I really want to spend, but I want it to look really nice so I can display it, right? And it's just one of those things as a comic book
yeah,
collector where you just become like, you're just neurotic about it, and it's just. But
yeah. I have like my big one that I'm like I have looked at my collection a
hmm
lot, and I
yeah,
really do think I will downsize sometime in the next couple years.
yeah,
But like, I just have like several copies of Gambit's first appearance and his second appearance, which is
okay.
technically his
His
first
first
appearance. If you really
appearance.
want to dive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we could.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we could dive into that real fast because
Yeah,
first
that
appearance
that
issues
one.
are jokes. Those are like, was
Well,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the thing with Gambit is his first appearance is in a X-Men annual. There's like entire. It comes out like a full month or two before his actual first appearance,
hmm
and it's not like it's like a side of his face or the back of his head. He's in the book. He's like rescuing Storm.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not like a side appearance, but for some reason the book that comes out like 6 weeks later is his first appearance and is the one that has all the value. And
That's so weird because like a lot like
yeah,
I think like Venom's is 299, but it's really 298 because he's like a
yeah.
shadow in the issue before in one panel, and it's just like that's a lie. It's like
Comic book first appearances are a
yeah.
scam. It's just
hmm
like whoever decided, because Gambit's is crazy. If you ever go find the annual, I'm not kidding. It's like an entire story about Gambit and Storm.
That's
And then
wild.
his first appearance comes out, the iconic one where he's got the
hmm
staff and he's standing on the cover.
Yeah.
That one comes out like 6 weeks later, and is the credited first appearance and
hmm
is worth 2 or 3 times the amount of the
That's
annual. And
that's wild.
yeah,
I think like I had Rogue's first appearance was Avengers Annual number 10, I believe. I think that's like when
yeah,
it was like something like
yeah.
that, and I was just like, that's cool. And then it's just like, well, it's just she's just like in it, like we're not really doing too much because I don't remember reading most of it. But man,
It's
I
also Rogue when she was like one of the most hideous comic book characters.
yeah, she had like the
Like
short
if
hair and all that stuff.
the
Yeah,
short
yeah,
hair and wore like the weird greenish suit, like bodysuit.
yep,
Not like the bodysuit you guys are thinking of from like
yep,
Savage Land Rogue or
yeah.
anything. Like gross.
Yeah,
Like
because wait, she was what was it?
she was in the Brotherhood.
Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like, which is cool because like I like comic books kind of got me because I know like you work at TBS and you guys do tons of card games and stuff and like card games as like a medium like comic books like I don't know why like things did not because like Versus System came out and like way
hmm
back in the day and like that's where that their giant IP was. It was Marvel and DC and it was just like it's still my favorite game of all time because of that connection to the comic books, right? Like it not to mention it's a Magic clone or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's just super cool. Is it's we're just chopping it up about comics right now. That's all. Shout out reboot this. Oh, I like OG versus System better though. But like I was always collected Batman stuff, and I had like Jason Todd's like the Death in the Family, Jason Todd
hmm
dying, like Deathstroke's first appearance, stuff like that. But it's just like, you know,
Batman is so funny because there are a bunch of books you think would be worth a lot
mm-hmm.
of money, and then you realize they're not the books that came out in the 40s and 50s, so they're
Correct.
still worth an okay
Yeah,
amount, but
yeah,
they're not the golden age books. Because like
yeah.
every time somebody comes in with like a collection, like yeah, I have all these Batman books from the 60s and 70s, and you're
Oh
like,
man.
okay, they're valuable,
Yeah.
but they're not like what you think they are,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because that guy's been around forever. You know what I
Forever.
mean? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I got my dad a first appearance the first appearance of Poison Ivy for Father's Day, and I found that it was still like it wasn't even it was a couple $100, but it was still really cool because it's like
Yeah.
it's Poison Ivy, it's an iconic character, and it's just man, I just wish I could afford card games and comics. I had to choose one, and I chose cards over comics, but like it's just sometimes you just can't have everything, and I'm sad because I read snippets on Reddit about like what's going on in the X-Men right now about how Doug Ramsey is like they're moving like they jumped like
Hmm.
10 years forward into the future, and like it's like Age of Apocalypse, but it's not Age of Apocalypse. It's something different,
Yeah.
and Age of Apocalypse is the greatest X-Men storyline of all time. I'm not sorry for that. I'm just not.
It's it's pretty good, yeah. The X-Men long-term storylines
Hmm.
eventually all suffer from the same issue, which is they go for too long. They like go way too long. And
Yeah.
so like Krakoa was awesome, and
Yeah.
then Krakoa had 19 ongoing books and
Hmm.
went for 7 years, and it was just
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the issue with comics right now though is that like especially with Marvel, they want to do the legacy number thing where like
Oh
we're getting
yeah.
close to Spider-Man 1000 or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
actually the book says Spider-Man 42,
Oh, because they've rebooted
but in
it.
the corner it
Yeah.
says Legacy 987 or whatever, and it's just like super
Yeah.
obnoxious to like deal with.
I think DC did that for a bit too, because like I want to say like when they when they did the New 52, they renumbered everything, and then Detective Comics was coming up on 1,000, and then they jumped back to like the 900s, and or Superman or Action Comics went to like 1,000 or something like that, and they jumped the numbers back and forth, and it's a pain in the butt. Like it just is, you know. So I know the X-Men are your favorite, like because you
Mm,
have them on your arm. Like as the Teen Titans are my favorite on my arm,
yeah.
and like outside of them, what's a go-to book for you outside of the X-Men?
It's tough because I like primarily only read X-Men stuff. I
Okay.
got really into the Fantastic Four, but like the 60s Fantastic Four,
Oh, okay. Okay.
like the original stuff, and I
Mhm.
started collecting Fantastic Four books, and I had a decent collection, and one day I was looking at it and I went, I don't actually want to own all these. Like I was like, this is these stress me out even more
Yeah.
because like I had like first Black Panther, which is like final Fantastic Four like 52 or
Mhm.
56 or 49. I don't know the
It's
exact
something like
numbers
that,
anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I had like the book before and after Doom's first appearance,
Oh, not as
and I
actual.
was just not as actual, but
Oh
they were
no.
still expensive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I also had a problem where you might know this because you collected comics, but if chat doesn't know, there's something called newsstand and direct edition is what got sent to stores. Like your
Mhm.
comic book store got the direct edition, and newsstand is quite literally what it sounds like. You would go up to a newsstand and they would have the comic books. And newsstand is always more expensive because there's way less printings usually.
Oh, sure.
And I had a problem where like I had to have everything in newsstand, so all of my
Oh
books were
no.
way yeah.
Oh
I
no.
liked the barcode instead of the
Yeah.
weird blacked out Spider-Man face, you know.
Oh yeah. See, I
Um,
always I never bought any. I don't think I've ever had a newsstand edition book. So all my stuff was always bought from a store. But like do you remember your first comic book you ever bought?
yeah, it was Gambit and the Externals from like 1998 or something, 97,
The
98.
like the like the Age of Apocalypse Gambit and the
Yeah, the Age of
Externals.
Apocalypse
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Okay. So mine was like it was like some random Batman comic. It had some punk rocker guy shooting a gun outside of his car, shooting it out at like the Batmobile. It was like the most random Batman issue ever. It did not matter, but then it did lead into like was it Jason? It was like Tim Drake's year one, or was it Jason Todd's year one? I forget which one it
Mhm.
was. It led into some Robin story because I was always about the sidekicks. Like
Yeah.
I've always been Dick Grayson's the greatest comic book character that's ever existed. So that in my eyes, so he could do no wrong. But but yeah, like I collected Spider-Man. You know, I had the big guy. You know, the Spider-Man, X-Men, Batman. You know, stuff like that. But did you ever collect anything that was like off the beaten path, like you know, like from like you know, like Dark Horse or IDW or you know, or
No,
Image?
I never got into it. No,
Okay.
I never got into any of the offshoot stuff just
Yeah.
because like my like whole experience into like nerd
Mhm.
culture, like nerddom or whatever, which is a term I don't like using, but
Yeah.
whatever, nerddom
Yeah.
was like I didn't know most of this stuff existed until I was in college.
Ah. Okay.
I
Okay.
like had comic books, but
Mhm.
like that was because I got them at a flea market when I was 7 or 8. I didn't go to the comic book store.
Yeah.
And I watched like the animated Batman and the animated X-Men and all
Mhm.
that. But growing up, my only focus in life was sports. Like that's all I did was
Okay.
sports.
Okay. Okay.
All I did was like full-time baseball, and then in high school it was if it wasn't baseball season, it was wrestling season.
Okay.
Um and so like it's funny because if you go look at old pictures of me, I was like the most athletic looking person alive. Like I always joke that I was like a 17-year-old with like the Dorito shape and all. You know what I mean? Like I worked out all the time. I
Yeah.
probably did irreversible damage to my joints as a
Yeah.
teenager because I
Yeah.
just was so focused on sports.
Mhm.
And then I like tore my knee up my senior year of high school, and everything went downhill from there. But when I moved to college and I was still recovering from knee surgery, I couldn't work out, and my roommate was really into Magic the Gathering, and that's where like my
Okay.
big like dive into everything started. Was he was into World of Warcraft and Magic the Gathering,
Okay.
and we just like dove in super hardcore
Okay.
back then. That like in 2009, 2010.
Mhm.
So I'm still like more of my life has been spent not knowing about this stuff currently, right? We're a few
Yeah.
years away to being 50-50.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
But a lot of this stuff like I didn't know. Like I had Pokemon cards,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that people played Pokemon. And I
Sure.
had Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but that was because I watched the cartoon,
Mhm.
and the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I owned were bad. Like I own Petite Dragon. If Mitch is still here, it's like a bad monster that doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Back when they used to just print bad cards, like they would just actually
Yeah.
print bad cards.
Wow.
And I owned that,
Mhm.
and then I owned like a Time Wizard or something, and that was it. Like those
Okay.
were all, but I didn't know what the purpose of them was.
Yeah. My first card game was actually Pokemon. This is me. This is talking as like a 20-year-old adult. I had friends who
Mhm.
played it, and then I got like I didn't get. I think I played one tournament of Yu-Gi-Oh. I played some deck where it had some Jinzo guy and some, what was it, Yatagarasu?
Yatagarasu.
Yeah, that locked your opponent down, and then played some dual wielding hawk guy that hit him twice or something. I don't know.
Oh, like Hani or something.
I don't.
I don't think I know what you're talking
I
about.
equipped
Yeah.
swords to him, and then like they hit him twice or some shit. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's a long time
Years
ago.
ago.
And then I got into Dragon Ball Z, and then Versus System, and then my buddy Corey and Chak is the one who got me into Universus. Universal Fighting System, because I was an arcade rat, and I always played Darkstalkers, and Morgan was coming out, and so yeah, whatever. I got a type, so
Mhm.
Morgan's awesome. So
I've got a type. Me too, dude. But my type usually isn't the same as yours. You know. Mine is like the morally gray male villain character.
Oh
you know?
no!
That's my type.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
they can kick my ass. That's cool, man. So yeah. But like it's very cool. Like how many like touchstones like nerd culture can touch. Like we got the movies that made everything like so popular, but like comic books, arcade, like video games, movies, animation, like it's just all just one giant like sphere now. And I don't know. It's just kind of weird that like this culture is just like up front, and it's kind of like, I'm not gonna say popular, but it's mainstream, I guess is what I'm looking for, right? It's like,
It's stranger. Like so I've worked in this sphere for a while. I was a general manager at a bookstore for 6 years,
Okay.
5 years, and really the big turning point were Funko Pops and Stranger Things.
okay,
Because
okay,
Stranger Things was like a socially acceptable way to engage with Dungeons and Dragons.
okay, yeah, yeah,
And the amount of people who came in and were like, I've been watching Stranger Things and they are playing some game. What game is it? And you go take them over to the Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah.
section. And then also with Funko Pops, every time a new line of Funko Pop came out, somebody would come in that you would never expect, and they'd go grab the Funko Pop for Lord of the Rings or whatever.
yeah,
And then it became more acceptable to like take pictures of your Funko Pops and post them on Instagram or
Okay,
whatever, or post them on
okay.
Facebook or Snapchat or whatever
Yeah.
form of social media. And so from there, it was like just a huge avalanche of like, okay, it's okay to like these things. And then that like empowered celebrities, like Henry Cavill's and your the dude who
Oh.
owns a card game store now.
You talk? Is it Joe something? Is that him?
I don't know. He was a football player. I think his
Oh.
name was. He was a football player,
Okay.
and he got like well known for liking Magic the Gathering, and like it just became more
Okay.
and more acceptable to be like out loud about the things you
Yeah.
like that would have gotten you beat up in 2004
Mhm.
or 1998 or 1986 or
Yeah,
whatever year, right? Like
can confirm. So at
Yeah.
least
Yeah.
pre 2000s
Yeah.
can confirm. So Cassius,
Cassius Marsh is the name of
Okay,
it. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. It's kind of weird though when you like see celebrities like you like turn on YouTube and you see like. You like, was it Deborah Ann Wall? She's like a well-known DM, and she was it what's his face? The guy who plays Punisher. I can't think of his name.
John Bernthal.
Yeah, he was playing D&D with her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was just like, Yeah. Oh yeah, Joe Manganiello is the yeah. That's another guy too. Like
Yeah.
they're all. It's just yes, we know Post Malone paid $1 million for the ring. We know that guy's the coolest dude ever. He's also in the Turtles movie, so he's also Ray
Yeah,
Fillet.
and so
So
people like Post Malone and
yeah.
stuff are like the part of the reason why it became more acceptable because it's just
Mhm.
like you had more and more celebrities who were like, no, I liked this stuff.
Mhm.
I just never talked about it before. And then things like Stranger Things and Funko, like
Yeah.
there's more to it. I am simplifying it a
Yeah.
lot, but I think Stranger Things was a big part of
Was a
it,
big
and then
thing.
the
Mhm.
like cultural zeitgeist that was Funko Pops being as
Yeah.
popular as they have been for 10 years, right? Like
Mhm. Do you
so.
do you think that like D&D being more mainstream, like because of Stranger Things, because of things like Critical Role, if that's considered
Mm.
mainstream, is it like is there still a stigma on it, like like for some like the older crowd, or is it just like gone now that it's
The stigma that's there
yeah
is from the exact people. If I put them in a lineup, you would go, that person thinks Dungeons and Dragons is summoning the devil. You know what I mean? Like,
fair yeah
if I created a police lineup and I went, one of these people
yeah
thinks you're going to hell for playing Dungeons
the
and Dragons,
dragons
you go, oh, it's that guy.
yeah
Oh,
true
it's that late. Like,
yeah
I
yeah
think most people are a lot more accepting of
yeah
it, even if
true
they don't understand it.
sure
But
sure sure
yeah.
Do you want to, while we got some people in chat, do you want to explain the lovely piece of art you have behind you before we actually kind of
Oh,
roll
the
into the.
Phil Birch mat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe, there may be some people who don't know what that mat
Yeah.
is, you know?
This is the Phil Birch 2 mat that he got when he was sponsored by LWG, which, if you're newer to the game, used to be like the second biggest store.
Mm hmm.
Um, Phil was cleaning out his car of playmats, and I saw it sitting there, and I
Yeah.
went, "I want it," and he went, "Okay, take it."
Take it. Yeah, yeah.
And for a while, if you guys have ever played Phil in a tournament, he has a playmat that's a picture of me holding up a playmat that's a picture of him.
Are you serious?
Um,
That's
yes,
awesome.
and so Tam actually took the picture of me because I got it when Tam was visiting. I'm pretty sure it was Tam.
Okay.
Tam's in chat, so I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
Yeah.
he remembers. But I got the playmat in the mail, and it's a picture of Phil Birch that we took when we were out drinking at a bar.
Okay.
And it's really zoomed in on his face. And if you ever see the picture, you also know that Mitchell took it because his phone was broken, and it has the bar at the bottom of like an iPhone.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And so Tam takes the picture of me, and then Phil gets a playmat made of me holding like the picture
Yeah.
that Tam took of me holding the picture of him.
Okay. Okay.
And we were supposed to do this thing for a while where someone was always going to have a picture of a picture of a picture.
Okay.
And then it stopped at me and Phil, and my version of the mat became my desk mat for a while.
Okay. Okay.
And it got really gross, and I never ordered a new one. So this
Okay.
is my new Phil Birch mat.
Okay.
That's my Phil Birch mat.
I have an Alexa Bliss. I met Alexa Bliss and I at like a con, and I have a mat of her holding the belt, and I have a picture of her holding the mat of her holding the belt, and it's
Yeah.
and it's just kind of like that weird playmat inception type thing, that it's just
Yeah.
people and their things. It's just like we said, like how we started it off the show, full circle,
Yeah.
full circle.
Yeah.
Let me think. What else? Okay, we already talked about comic books. That's something I wanted to cover. I know you are an avid baseball fan. You are a Marlins fan, correct?
Yeah, I'm a Marlins fan, and we suck. We've been bad forever.
Hey, you know what? We're the White Sox, and we suck even worse. So
There you
we're
go.
bad. I went to a game with my dad this year, and then he asked me if I wanted to go to a couple more, and I'm like, nah, dude, I'm good. I would love.
Good.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Mostly we just go for like the giveaways and all that. Like he asked me to go to one where you're getting a replica radio of the park. It's the shape of the park, and it's a radio. And I'm
That's strange, yeah.
like who wants a radio nowadays? Like obviously my dad because he's old, but like it's like
Yeah.
I got an iPhone, man. I don't need that. So it's about a half hour in. You want to start? You want to get started? Want to
Yeah,
start
we
this
can
take
go.
10?
I'm
Let me
good.
get my phone. It was dying, so I had to plug my
Oh, don't worry. You sent me the questions, and like in case you want to like answer them ahead of time, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'll totally do that, and then I didn't, and now they're open on my second monitor.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, see, normally, what I'll normally do is I usually send the questions out like a week in advance and stuff, just so you can formulate some answers. Like now you don't have, hey man, it's all good. So, but
I appreciate it. I want
Yeah.
you to know I read the questions when you sent them,
Yeah.
and then now I'm reading them for the
second
second
time, hell yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just love giving you guys prep time if you need it, if you want it, because like it's at least prepares you for like only a half hour pre-show. Pathetic. Come on, Tam. It's just like I don't know. Like we could talk about. I don't know. I got this really cool shirt on today, so that's kind of nice. That's kind of neat. We like that.
We could talk about baseball. I could make
Yeah.
your entire chat lead by talking about like advanced baseball
Oh,
analytics and
see,
like
that's something that
stats and
because like you were talking about wrestling in high school. I was also a wrestler in high school, so
Mhm.
I wasn't very good, but I enjoyed the competition of it. So I don't know. Like I did play. I played some football. I sat the bench because I'm not very good, but I did wrestle and I was okay. I wasn't the best, but I was okay. Um, but the year I got hurt, the team went on to get like third in state, so I missed out on the third place like trophy, and I was like, "Oh, yay me!" Like how was
I
your
did wrestling
yeah?
mostly to stay in shape
Okay.
between baseball season.
Hmm.
And I think if I would have taken it more seriously, I would have been really good at it. My
Yeah.
senior year was the first year where I was like, let's go at it. Let's like try and be a good
Hmm.
wrestler or whatever. And I won our district and I got
Oh,
like
cool.
second in conference.
Okay.
And then for the region, I hurt my knee and didn't finish the tournament. So I didn't go past that point
Okay.
at the regional tournament or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was just like fun. Like physical activity used to be fun.
Hmm.
But I also had a really bad temper back then. Like when I was a kid,
Oh, really? Okay.
I had a crazy attitude. Oh,
Oh,
dude, I was
yeah.
uncoachable.
Oh, wow.
I was uncoachable.
Okay.
Like I was awful. And so I've gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
It comes out in Twitch chat. Tam will tell you it comes out in Twitch chat.
I've seen that a couple
but
times. Yeah.
yeah, but for the most part, I've gotten super chill about like taking advice and stuff.
Yeah.
But in high school, I was uncoachable.
Okay.
Mostly because, and you'll see this sometimes, and I say it's like the kids who are really good at something, but are never going to be better than high school, right? Like high school is going to be the furthest they go.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
I know
the
what
really,
that
really
is.
good
Yeah.
players
Yeah.
are like coachable, right? And they can
Mhm.
be taught things. I was just like the best at the sport I played for a very long time.
Sure.
And because I was the best, I felt like I couldn't learn from anyone.
Okay. Okay.
And then I got to high school and I was no longer the best, but I still thought I was the best. You know
Gotcha.
what I mean? Like
Okay.
it was,
Yeah.
and so anyway, yeah, wrestling was great. Like I really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Like, and I think I would have been really good at it if I took it seriously. But mostly,
Yeah.
I was just like wrestling on JV, and like then the year that I really tried, I made varsity.
Okay.
And like did well, and
Mhm.
then was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
After, because in college I went to a college that had a wrestling club, but
Okay.
not like a way to get a scholarship.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
And
Yeah.
and we did that, and then I dropped out of college 77 times. I went to college so many times and decided it wasn't for me. So like,
Chat's calling you
it took
Bakugo
me
in high
a
school.
lot of money.
You were a Bakugo in high school. he
Dude,
said.
I emotionally I have gotten better, and mentally I've gotten better, but I
Yeah.
physically peaked in high school.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
you know, the meme about
Yeah.
the guy who peaked in high school. I've gotten a
Yeah.
lot better, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, I physically peaked in high school.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot. My life is better than it was.
Sure.
I'm
yeah.
happy with where I'm
I
at,
mean, I
but,
think
like,
that's something that to say like you like I think there's something to say about personal growth as you get older. Like people who kind of like, stay that mentality in high school, they just kind of just suck their entire life because they're just mean
Yeah.
and grumpy, and then it's just like I don't know. Like I think that's good. Like you kind of conquered that anger, and then you moved on. You know, you
Yeah.
just got cooler. You know, you're still the coolest guy in the community, man. Come on. You know. So a question though, because
What's up?
we're talking about manga, and we're talking, My Hero. Someone brought up My Hero. Are you excited for the finale? You know, you probably have already
Yes.
read it, right? I'm sure you've read it already. You've read it, I assume, right?
I've read it. Yeah,
Okay.
I am. So I actually was complaining about this today.
Okay.
My Hero would have been one of the things that ruins My Hero is when you realize it all took place in 1 year.
Facts. Yeah.
Once you realize it all took place in 1 year,
Yeah.
and it happened because
Yeah.
the writer he decided he didn't want to get stuck to something for 800 chapters like Kishimoto or 1,000+ chapters like Oda. He wanted to be able to like break away from it.
Okay.
So we rushed through a lot. My Hero, like if we would have sat down and the writer of My Hero would have gone, I think this will take 750 issues. It would have been a way better story.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? And so the ending feels incredibly rushed.
Mhm.
uh, we're jumping from like scene to scene to scene to scene.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it animated, so because
Yeah.
some really cool shit happens. Like
Correct.
really cool shit
Yeah.
happens.
Correct. Yes.
But
Yeah.
overall, I am like disappointed with how it ended. And
Okay.
this is as someone who like it's one of my favorite. It's still one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I still have a tattoo. Like I don't
Yeah.
regret my tattoo or
Oh.
owning all the
Oh.
merchandise I
Yeah.
own
Oh
or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I just like really wish that we would have came into this being like I'm gonna write 750 chapters and not I need to be done in 400.
Yeah.
So
Crossfade, the
that's kind of my issue.
final season of the final. It's ending for sure. You
Yeah,
know, I still haven't watched Vigilantes yet, so I don't know if that's
it's really
Is
good.
it? Okay. And that's a
You will
prequel,
like
right?
it. Yeah, you will like it because characters you like are in it.
Ah.
Without like spoiling
Okay.
anything.
Okay. Well,
Characters you
because
like are
because
in
I
it.
know
So.
one character that's in it. Midnight's in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. I'm
Yeah.
down. Whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would like to watch. Yeah. Oh, you watch it with Katie? Oh, it's kind of like me and my wife watch Alien Earth. Have you watched that yet? Are you into
No.
like sci-fi stuff like that or Alien? The
Not
Alien.
really.
Okay, so
No. Yeah.
I don't like scary movies. I hate them. But I love the Alien
Mhm.
franchise. Don't know why. It's super cool. I don't know, but anywho, Dami Mommy, yes. Bro, spoilers. It's okay. Whatever. Okay. I
I
didn't
don't
say.
know what we spoiled.
I don't know. What did we spoil, man? I don't know. That Midnight's
Uh,
in Vigilantes. I'm sorry. It's prequel. She's alive. Is that a spoiler?
she's on like the first manga cover. I can go grab it for you. It's like right. It's over. Actually, no, it's too far away.
It's
I
too
don't
far
know.
away.
So
Horror is the best genre of movie, and I'm only sad Josh and my friends like them. Yeah, I don't like horror movies.
nope.
You and Kim would get along because Kim loves horror movies, and I hate them. I see stuff in the middle of the night. Like one time we saw something scary, and then I saw Modoc. For those who know who Modoc is, I saw him floating in my ceiling. I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw Modoc flying.
I was okay with scary stuff, but
Yeah.
I was in. This is a. In high school,
Yeah.
I stayed the night over with an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
And we were alone at her house, and I saw a golden retriever walking through the hallway. And when I brought it up, she went, "That's my old dog. We see him all the time." And I went, "Absolutely fucking not.
I'm out, dude. I'm out.
Absolutely not.
No.
I'm going home."
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I hate scary movies. I just
Yeah.
and I think it's more. I don't mind slasher films because they're funny. It's like the psychological terror stuff that I just
Sure.
nah, dude. My brain's too overactive. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I gotta get the YouTube. I gotta cut it for
Yeah,
YouTube.
you're good.
Hey.